Welcome back to the Journeyman here on the ChesnoidGaming channel. This is going to be our season finale at Bryne. It may well be the end of our time in Norway come the end of this episode. We're going to finish the Norwegian league season, and then the plan is to look for a job elsewhere between the 5th of December and when the league will have started, which would have been April. So we've got a big window to try and find a new job before the next Norwegian league season starts. And at the minute, there are a couple of jobs available, but nothing that I'd likely look to take or apply for. But there's still some work to be done here. We have Sarpsborg today to play, who are only 2 points behind us. We've Strømsgodset today to play, who are only 4 points above us. We also have a couple of Sims games against Rosenborg and HamKam, who are just kind of mid-table obscurity at the minute. Although they're not that far behind Vålerenga, although Vålerenga do have a game in hand on Rosenborg, chasing a potential European spot. And then at the end of the season, we have Viking on the final game of the season, which might impact the title fight. And I like the idea of having a part to play in the Norwegian title decider. So we'll wait and see how things pan out between now and that game. But we're going to start with Sarpsborg, take it game at a time. Hopefully, A, finish the season strong. B, find the right job to come next. Wait and see which job that might well be. Do drop the video a like if you're enjoying the save. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Come and follow me on stream. And let's go play Sarpsborg. Sarpsborg with a 4-2-3-1 for them. They beat us and knocked us out of the cup earlier in the season, you'll remember. But they haven't been able to keep up in the league with our current run of form. That now sees us above them in the Eliteserien table. We do want to stay above them. If we lose this, they'll go above us. If we win this, then you'd say we're favourites to finish above them come the end of the season, all told as well. It'd be unreal if we can match what the manager did last year, the manager that was in charge in the early stages of this season. If we can match what he did last year with Bryne, then that would be a really good start to our managerial career. To be honest, I think 11th and almost replicating what the last manager did is still a good achievement. Still a good achievement, but especially considering the way we started the season, who knows where we could have been if we'd have played like that all year long. Would like a fresh start somewhere else though, rather than trying to challenge at the top end. I think if we were to do another year at Bryne, it would just be finishing 7th or 8th, which would just be kind of having another season for the sake of having another season. If we were playing something like FM, where you're not limited on the amount of seasons you can have in a save, then we would maybe consider doing it. But we only get 15 seasons in FC Career Mode, so we have to be wary of time at the same time. Surly, well in by Vik. Not a great ball by Vik, actually. I'm chasing shadows here. We've barely gotten into their half. Some bloody Tangen. We've barely gotten into their half in this whole game so far. So we say we've not got a bogey team, we've got a bogey player. Actually, Sarpsborg might actually be presenting themselves as our first bogey team in this save. That's a really poor pass by Udo. Needed to be better. Tangen to Surly. Surly tackled by Vik. Nicely done. Good bit of blocking in the midfield there to stop the man closing me down. That's not where that was aimed, unfortunately. Just trying to find the man in the middle. Carl's back. Option out wide here and Surly. And Carl's back again, but Osvat's read that well. That's going to be half-time here with the scoreline at 0-0, which at the minute flatters us. It might not even be 0-0. That scoreline flatters us even more. Sarpsborg might be potentially becoming a bogey team, but if we beat them, then they're not a bogey team, are they? Sure. Good ball over the top. Ryan Hardston again. Delivered. We're kind of hanging on now, clinging to our single goal lead late in the game, late in the day. But so far the clinging is working. Bojacic with the ball back to Fisher there. And we're into added time now. There's only 1 minute of it. And Bojacic could be in to seal it with a second. Surely from here. Oh! Surely from here, he says. Well, he should have done. He hasn't, but it doesn't matter. We win by 1, not by 2, although it absolutely should have been. Boyajic missing the opportunity, but we take the chance to win the game, and that will take us 5 points clear of Sarpsborg, and hopefully ensure that we finish the league season above them. A message from Boyajic here saying thanks for listening. If we could have scored that goal, mate, that would have been lovely. Your 2026 Ballon d'Or winner, Kylian Mbappe. With the way he keeps scoring goals in real life. Well, it'll be too far out, especially if France win the bloody World Cup. Hamcam versus Brynner is the next one. That one and the game against Rosenborg are going to be 2 simmers for us before we have Strømgodset and that's a defeat. Late defeat, though. Nearly got a point. Strømgodset and then obviously Viking, as we mentioned earlier, at the end of the season. Lots of players here probably saying, I want to play, or I'm not playing enough, or give me a new contract. All 3 of the loanees would like to make it permanent. I don't know if I've got the money to be able to do any of them, quite frankly, with their values. Hello, Elvind Jørgensen. 90 potential, but he's only 14, and we won't see any of him in our time at the club. And now, finally, I get a player that is early 60s that I could maybe use, but a little bit too late because we're at the very, very end of our time here at Brynner. But we'll call him up anyway into the academy. Unfortunately, because of the age of... but what I could do with the live editor is tweak it. Because you can, with the live editor, call up players that are younger than 16. So I could tweak it so that these players that are under 16, I could call them up to the first team squad so that they stay in save. Because I think a 90 rated player or 90 rated potential player probably should be in the save longer term. And then maybe later in the save we come up against Ivan further along our journey. I'll wait and see what live chat reckon about that. I don't think if I leave the club, I don't believe these players would make it into their starting lineup ever. But I might be wrong. I'm not sure. Rosenborg are 8th at this moment in time, and they're our next opponents here. I'm actually going to sub Udo out here for someone that's just higher rated and see if that helps our capabilities of winning the game. No, is the answer to that conundrum. Junior with 1, Serta with 2, and then Bolkan Nordli with the rather resounding 4th for Rosenborg. We beat Rosenborg by 2-1 when we played them last time. That's not gone quite so well here, has it? We are 2 points clear of Sarpsborg, who we were previously 5 points clear of after beating them earlier on. And they've got a game in hand as well, that's annoying. Strømsgodset are our next opponents. If we beat them, and they've got Viking next, if we beat them and then beat Viking, then we might have the opportunity to potentially finish above them. But it looks at this moment in time... Well, youth players are unsettled at the minute. Andreasen and Svensson. It looks at this moment in time that we will be finishing in 11th in the table. A debut to remember. Young Birkeland, who we just called up from the youth academy. 17 years of age, 63 rated cam, gets a debut 2 games before the end of the season. Even though we're planning on leaving Brynner, we're obviously certainly setting them up for the future, aren't we, in this save? If they keep hold of those youngsters and don't move them on, they might be in a position where they become the powerhouse in Norway if they don't have those players poached from them. They're probably more than likely to have those players poached from them, but maybe they can achieve something before that happens. We'll wait and see. We'll keep a keen eye on all of our former clubs throughout the course of this save, but let's end strong whilst we're still here, shall we? Alright, Maradona turn. First time I've seen the AI use that against me in about 5 years. Good save, Kaitoft. Krasniki going for a worldie. Just pulling the trigger from absolutely nowhere. Still got set down the wing. I was just concentrating on the man in the middle. There was another man in the middle I should have been keeping an eye on as well. Oh, keeper makes the save. Don't know where he's going at the minute though. Get back in your goal, please, pal. Thank you. Stengel and Melkersen. And Orland can't get rid of it. Melkersen. Krasniki. Kaitoft behind it again. This is end to end. Could be Could be anybody's game. 1-2. Come on. Get in the middle. Oh, surely. Bojacic, the man again. This time does show the right attacking positioning. 8th goal in 20 games. They're the side directly above us. Win this, and they are within touching distance. The goal difference is in their favour. Down the line to Fisher. It's not a bad ball. We're underneath it too. Bit of a monster back there, actually. That centre-back. Like Veek for us. Merkeland to Osvat. Orland not with many options, so we're just going to run away, I think. And try another delivered ball in towards the middle. That is not really the cross I was after. I like the idea, Efekela. I just didn't have any confidence that I could have gotten it to you. Oh, he's done him. He's absolutely done him. And in the middle again. Oh, what a finish by Ajic. 2-0 Brinner. Oh, he's reached back for that one and swept it home. We lead by 2, a 9th goal in 20 games for Sanel. We need to see a replay of that one, I think. Everybody on the bench delighted with that. I mean, the technique with the ball arriving at him at such pace, pretty special. Take that. Fisher. Nice movement by Efekela. Nice movement by Saunes. We're in again. Oh, we need the goal difference swing. A 6 goal difference swing would be huge. It would have taken us to a -11 and them to -8. I think they were on -5 and we were on -14 prior to this game. So we do need a big scoreline here if we can get it. And an extra goal there would have been massive. Not that we really stand a chance of beating Viking in the final game of the season, do we really? But still. Oh, that's nicely done. Yeah, fair enough. Completely sold me with the drop of the shoulder. Sent the defender one way. He went the other with the ball. Back to the halfway line they go as they want to try and recover this. It's a good finish too from there. Still got a lot to do and has done it particularly well. Stengel. And Enerson. And Krasniki. You can't. That's not. That's just. I think it looked like he hit me in the face. Chest and then onto his hand. Give over, ref. What are you talking about? You couldn't even bloody see it from where you were anyway. It's nicely done. Stengel. That's fine. I wasn't worried, were you? Didn't think so. Honestly, the hair on Udo. I don't know why my guy's so small. Really annoying. I'm not used to seeing my face on a short person. I'm 6'4" in real life, and seeing my guy on a short man is just really strange for me to watch. We get the win here against Strømsgodset in the end by 2-1 away from home. We'll obviously be very pleased with another victory. What we'll do, once we've played Viking at the end of the season, what I want to do is kind of try and figure out where, because it was only after the first third of the season that we really picked up. If we halve our points from match day 11 to 30 and then add that on, I'd be curious to know where we might have finished if we'd played this well all year long. So with one game to go, in actual fact, the side that we're trying to finish above in the league are also having a direct impact on the league title. I was mistaken previously. Actually, if we win our final game, we can go above Strømsgodset on points and don't have to worry about the goal difference. Obviously, if they draw, then we're going to have to win by 8 to beat them. But Bodo are 2 points clear of Viking, as are Bodo's opponents 2 points clear of Viking's opponents on this final day. But we're having a direct impact on the league fight here in Norway. I'd love to finish top 10, but we're going to have to hope that we win and that Bodo beat them. And I think that's unlikely. I think it's unlikely that we get a victory here against Viking, quite frankly. I think they wiped the floor with me last time I played them. I think it might have been 4. They have the best defensive record in the league as well. Not ideal at all. we'll do what we can here against Viking, but I have a sneaking suspicion, rather large suspicion, might be 3/4 the way to fact, that Viking are going to be dominating us here, and we're about to get the floor destroyed with us. I'll quickly show you their starting lineup so you can see the difference in calibre of player. Christopher, I've just had a flashback to Christopher Claessen's ridiculous save earlier in the season. Actually, from that game, did we end up getting a draw against Viking in that game as a result, or did we not get a point because Christopher Claessen pulled off that ridiculous save from the ball that we squared across? They got Hegem, Yanni easy for you to say, Yanni Stensnes, Anders Bertelsen, Christopher Haugen with a Willen Ejor, 76 rated Joe Bell, wow. Zlatko Tripic, Christopher Askildsen, Ruben Ater, I remember Ersburg now as well, one of the best goal scorers in the league, and Peter Buch Christensen. Alright, game on, Viking. Bring it. I should have made my character taller. Basically, I just selected any default character because I knew they were going to get my face. I didn't think to change their stature. I don't think I can change your manager's height, can you? In the settings. I don't think that's an option, annoyingly. Otherwise, I'd have a growth spurt. Here's Christensen. I've won it back. Viking obviously have got a lot on the line here, so you presume they're going to be quite aggressive in the way that they try and attack us throughout the course of this game. We'll try and use that to our advantage as we did against other opponents earlier in the season. Ojajic squaring it. We lead. Osman wants to stay. We can't really afford to pay the fee to keep him, but he's got 9 goals this season now as well, and Bojacic gets the assist. We lead. Hopefully we'll get some sort of score update throughout the... that was me doing a stand tackle. Throughout the course of this game, we'll get some sort of score update, top right, from the Bodo game. That would be the dream. Well, actually, it wouldn't be a dream if it was actually a goal for Strømgodset. But the dream is that Bodo beats Strømgodset and we are beating Viking. All we can do is our bit, trying to replicate what the previous manager did here at the club. We haven't taken the club forward, but crucially, we haven't taken the club backwards either, much as many thought we might have done after 10 games this season. Quite remarkable, actually, the turnaround that we've had with this team. Oh, it's really well done. And Efekel has got pace to get in behind. We are scoring some very similar goals at the minute. It's a case of get behind him and pull it across to the other striker. That's terrible. And it's worked well. I could do with it working for me a few more times, please. Can't get to him. Alter through the gap. Christensen still. That was dangerous. It was on its way in. We've cleared it well. Our 10th place hangs in the balance. That was an advantage for us. Oh, what a take by Osmond. We're off. Oh, that's such a heavy touch, but we get away with it because the keeper didn't close me down. And Osmond doesn't double the advantage. Half time. Bell, Alter, Askildsen, well in, Udo. Not great from Udo. Askildsen. Past the post from the striker. Ruben Alter going off for them. Someone else coming on. Didn't read it quickly enough to be able to say it off the top of my head convincingly. Well in, Udo. Not so well in, Udo. Fia. Osper. Christensen. Bit of footwork. Can't get away. One at a time. Run. Udo. Udo around the outside. Udo in the middle. Bojacic! A goal for each striker. He's in double digits for the season now, the number 9. 10th goal. 10th place? Question mark? Keep him away from it. Well, I'm sorry, Viking. It was a tough ask for you to topple Bodo at the top of the table on the final day anyway, because Strømsgodset were very unlikely to be beating them in their fixture. But it is going to be embarrassing for you to lose on the final day to a side that had no wins in their first 10 of the whole season. 15 to go here. We lead by 2-0. And we are having a still very good time of it. Osvat. Orlan. Udo. Oh, it's a great dink. Bojacic. It's a good save! Oh, we've conceded a number of rebound goals this season. Particularly in the last couple of episodes, in fact, from Kaitoft. But we can't get one of our own to get a third goal and get a further grip on this game. Osper finds D'Agostino here. D'Agostino can't beat his man. They'll take the advantage. With 5 minutes to go. They need 3 goals and a dream. It's a great ball out wide. Osper in a lot of space. With Tripic. And there goes the ball. Sorry, mate. That's going on a bit of a trip. Just as we're going on a bit of a journey in this save. Bertelsen, Haugen. Bertelsen again. And Fia Egersko. Keeps. Oh, he's fumbled it. Oh, he's gotten it again. 2 minutes added on. 90 seconds of which gone already. And bang. That, I hope, is us finishing 10th this season. But to beat the side that finished second at the end of the year shows you just how far this team has come. It's been quite the journey of its own in just this 1 year we've been in management, hasn't it, really? I just changed in the live editor earlier on in the game my manager's height. So I should be about 6'4" now. And Bodo beat Strømsgodset anyway, so even if Viking had beaten me, it wouldn't have mattered. They'd have finished second in the division anyway. Prize money for the club is just a 977,000. Not a huge amount of prize money available in Norway, evidently. But P10 is where we finish in the league. We'll absolutely take that. Thank you very much. I don't want to know about the Premier League at this stage very much. I want to see the Norwegian stats. So we're P10, which is where the side finished last year. We've replicated what happened last season. We had 3 points in the first 10 games of the season, which means we've gotten 24 points in the final 20 games. So add another 12 to our total of 37 would give us 49, and 49 points would have seen us finish 6th if we'd have started the season the way that we continued the season from the halfway stage onwards. So I think we wouldn't be and won't be with Brynner challenging at the top end, but we could maybe have flirted with the idea of maybe getting them into the Conference League next season. But it's not on my to-do list. The board are very, very, very happy with us here, unsurprisingly. At this moment in time, there are 22 jobs available in the manager market. But you're going to have to wait till the next episode to see what they are. I am going to be that guy. Join me tomorrow for the next episode of The Journeyman, where the journey will continue to pastures anew, but on which country's fields we don't yet know. See you then.